Alright guys, it's Charlie Tango 1994 back with another YouTube video.
With CB radios once so commonplace in cars up and down the country, there are still enough people with CB radios out there to make owning a CB radio still a useful tool to have when driving around, especially when in a group of vehicles. The 4x4 community have long been associated with CB radio, as have the owners of VW campers and the like. But what if you're on two wheels rather than four? Could CB radio still be a viable choice for bikers wishing to keep in touch with each other or with other radio users? In the 21st century, there are a number of intercom-based systems designed for the biker that enables the rider to keep in touch with either his pillion or, with more expensive sets, the ability to talk with other motorcyclists in your group, albeit with a fairly limited range. The inclusion of Bluetooth in these devices makes it easier to connect everything up without the need for multiple cables. Since the advent of the two-part motorcycle test in the UK, there has been a need for the instructor to be able to talk to his students whilst both are still riding, and the majority of riding schools out there have opted for a radio system that operates around PMR 446. These are affordable enough, compact in size, and have a generally good range, and these work well in terms of a one-way communication from the instructor to the student without the need for excessive additional equipment.
If you're new to this channel and would like to see more CB related videos, feel free to hit the subscribe button below and watch out for new videos uploaded every Wednesday. If you enjoy my videos, don't forget to hit the like button or leave me a note in the comments section. Also, if you're new to CB radio, watch this video through to the end to find out more about the free gift I offer to all of my subscribers.
For those wishing to utilise a PMR radio while on two wheels, there are a wide range of suitable accessories which connect easily into the radio, which you can then slip into your pocket. While this will work well for a group of riders and other users on PMR 446, what of our old school CB radio breakers? Since CB radio is something of a standard in radio equipment, it is probably the most compatible with other radio users out there. CB radio systems have been offered by several motorcycle manufacturers for some 40 years, with many rigs featuring on the likes of Harley Davidson and Honda Goldwings. If you want communication with others at rallies or other events, you'll find that most bikers will be using CB radio. The CB system will require a permanent antenna system with a solid degree of grounding, a push-to-talk switch mounted to the handlebars so that it can be used safely when in transit, in a convenient and safe place, and where possible, a tank bag should be included in the setup. A tank bag is useful for several reasons. Since the radio isn't very waterproof, it will need to be kept out of the wind and rain, and the various cables will then be routed to one central location rather than crammed into the rider's lapel pockets or mounted to the biker's belt, for example. The PTT switch cable, the antenna coax cable, the helmet headset cable, and the radio's power supply cable all will need to be connected to the radio. This could easily create a real nest of cables and could create a problem if the rider has to dismount quickly or in an emergency. If the radio is in a tank or windshield bag, all cables are routed to this bag. Only one cable, the helmet headset cable, is attached to the biker. Most headsets have a quick detach connection in line, making a quick dismount possible. Certainly there are small form CB radios that can be mounted to a motorcycle and operated with a PTT button attached to the handlebars and a suitable headset for your crash helmet. The only issue then is leaving the CB radio exposed when away from the bike and the risk of weather damage. There are a couple of handheld CB radios that would work as an alternative. Midland, for example, offer a couple of handheld CB radios which, with the right accessories, could provide the full CB radio experience when enjoying the pleasures of the road on a motorcycle. The benefits of using a handheld CB radio over a small form mobile radio are that as a handheld radio can run from the internal batteries, this reduces the need to wire a power cable into the bike's battery, although with some of the models available, a separate power cord is provided for this purpose. A handheld CB radio is also a lot easier to carry when you are away from your motorcycle without fear of someone trying to steal it whilst your bike is unattended. One permanent fixture to consider is an external antenna, which should be mounted on your motorcycle. Although a typical rubber duck style aerial that a handheld CB radio comes with would work, the range would be extremely limited, so a small Springer or whip aerial would provide a much better solution. Creating a decent ground for the antenna might also be required to keep your swar down, but this can normally be accomplished by running a length of cable from the base of your antenna to the metal body of your bike frame or body. Your choice of headset will involve going with either a boom mic for an open face crash helmet or a Velcro mic which would fit inside a full face crash helmet. The full face crash helmet would also provide better protection from wind noise and make your transmitted signals easier to hear. Either mic plugs straight into the handheld CB radio using the usual external socket. Some systems are also able to offer a voice option which detects you speaking before triggering the radio to go into transmit mode. This would mean, however, that every time you cough or speak to yourself, etc., you could be transmitting across the airwaves. This may be desirable for some, but unlikely for everyone. There are also additional accessories that enable you to utilise a Bluetooth headset rather than a cabled solution, which can be attached to the crash helmet permanently, with an extra component that connects to the handheld CB radio through the external speaker. There are also additional accessories that enable you to utilise a Bluetooth headset rather than a cabled solution, which can be attached to the crash helmet permanently, with an extra component that connects to the handheld CB radio through the external socket, converts everything to a Bluetooth signal. This is then sent to an additional Bluetooth hub, which can be mounted elsewhere on the motorcycle and send signals between the Bluetooth headset and the handheld CB radio. The additional benefit of using a Bluetooth setup, apart from the reduction in the number of cables needed, is that you can also hear other devices with the headset. This might include your phone or a suitable MP3 player, enabling you to receive calls through your headset whilst on the go or listening to music whilst riding.
Hope you enjoyed watching this video, and as a thank you to you, particularly if you're new to CB radio or returning to it after many years, I've put together a free information series called The Beginner's Guide to CB Radio, which I'm sharing with all of my subscribers. To find out more, click the link in the top right corner now.